This is Corey Hoff, head men's basketball coach, entering my first season here at Graceland University here in beautiful Lamoni, Iowa. We're excited to open up at home October 27th against Haskell Indian Nations. We'll have our ring and banner ceremony at 7 o'clock with the game to follow at 7:30. Hope to see you there. I was very fortunate to inherit a great group of guys. We had a great group of returning student athletes, and that made me really excited. So at that point, it's standard with any new coach. You're trying to implement what's important to you as you try to build your program. And the things that are important to us are going to be defense and being fundamentally sound. So we're emphasizing that. We're working on that all preseason. So you should see a new look on that when you see us on the court this year. So last year we had an amazing season. We won 29 games. We were able to win the Hart Conference Tournament Championship. We qualified for the national tournament, and we got hot at the right time and ended up hitting a game-winning three over LSU Alexandria to win a national championship. So great feeling. Our guys, they worked extremely hard. Very proud of them, but that's in the past. And now we got to look ahead to 2018-19 and see what we can do with this season. You know, it's unique in the sense that we lost 4 seniors, and 3 of them were starters. 4th was our 6th man off the bench, and they were all conference. 2 guys were all Americans. So we didn't lose a ton, but they were incredibly valuable. They combined for 50 points per game that we're going to have to replace. And I think we have a great group returning that are going to step up and fill some new roles, and we have some new guys coming in that really looking forward to see how they compete and kind of mesh together. So we're excited, but there's a lot of unknowns, and we'll find out on October 27th. So with this group, we have 10 returning student athletes, and that's our active and redshirt guys. So we have a good foundation in place of guys that have been through it and they have some experience. Obviously, the 2 that stand out right away, Will Nelson, Justin Harley, those are 2 returning starters from last year. You know, Will was second team all-conference, averaged over 20 points per game in the national tournament, really was playing well down the stretch. And then Justin Harley, one of the best defenders in the country, honorable mention, all conference. And so we're really going to rely on those 2 to step up and fill on some new roles. And then we have some guys that, played a limited role last year that are ready to step up and compete. So really like the group we have coming back, and it's going to be a lot of new roles for those guys. And right now we're just trying to compete and see what shakes out with them. So with this year's recruiting class, we have 7 new faces on the varsity roster, and we have a mix of a couple freshmen with transfers coming in, and they're coming in competing with those returning student athletes that we have, and they're going to provide some depth for us. It's still too early to really see who's going to shake out with what, but really excited with the competitiveness that they're bringing in. They're pushing those returning student athletes, and a lot of those guys are competing for starting spots right away. So, really happy with the progress that this new class they're making right now. So the team culture this year, our returning guys have done a really good job of bringing the new guys in and showing them how we operate here within our program. We talk about our 5 pillars all the time: competition, communication, leadership, passion, family. They've done a great job of helping those guys buy in and understand what it means to be a Yellow Jacket. So we got to work on our communication a little bit more, especially on the floor. And I think that's part of having a lot of new faces, trying to integrate them in. But really excited with the buy-in that we have right now. And, we got a chance to do something if we can come together. So we try to build our program on our 5 pillars, and we call that the foundation or the identity of our program. And those 5 things that we highlight, we look at communication, competition, family, leadership, and passion. And those are 5 things that are extremely important for us that we have to focus on every single day. Competition, we want guys that compete, that want to win, that want to push each other. Communication, we have to be talking all the time, on the court, off the court. The family aspect, they have to look out for each other. They have to take care of each other. Leadership, we want guys to recognize good leadership and develop as leaders. And that's from the top guy all the way down to the 15th man. We're trying to develop our whole team as leaders. And then the 5th one, passion. We got to have guys that are passionate about the game of basketball. They're passionate about Graceland University. They're passionate about being winners. And so we go through the recruiting process. We look for guys that are going to fit those 5 pillars. And our returners have done a great job of showing the new guys how we operate.